Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about 3 unusual or not very well known fire starting tenders, I guess is what you would call them. Things that can help you start a fire. The first one we are going to start off with is duct tape. So you'll see a lot of survivalists or campers and stuff like that who know what they're doing take a Bic lighter, because Bic is instant gratification. They always light. They're always good to go, and wrap it with duct tape. Corporal's Corner, he does it all the time. You'll see him with a lighter, and it'll be wrapped in duct tape. You take that duct tape and roll it up real good. Now, I like using Gorilla Tape. It's my preferred one, and this will burn for approximately 20 minutes. This little rolled up little piece of duct tape. So that's one of the main reasons. If you ever look at any of the lighters I'm carrying, if it's a Bic lighter, it will always have some duct tape wrapped around it. And since you can buy them in 2-packs, what I like to do is buy 2 at a time. Take that one single width of duct tape, rip it in half, wrap half on one and half on the other. And you all get down to your personal preference. I make mine a little thicker. Some people only put just a little bit on there, but I want to be able to light multiple fires. And for this to stay lit for 20 minutes, you have all the time in the world, it seems like, to get that fire going. And most of the time, even just a light rain won't put it out. So I'm going to get this lit, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. All right, guys, so as you can see right here, we've got our duct tape, and you just simply take it, get it going, and that will sit there and burn for 20 minutes. And I know it don't seem like it. It seems like it's going pretty good, but that will burn for 20 minutes. So you have enough time to put your tinder and all of that on there. You have time for it to give your tenders a little wet. It'll help dry it out, especially if you're using like some damp leaves or damp grass or something like that, trying to get it bigger. This will help dry it out. You've got a good flame going. You have a solid flame going. And like I said, this should burn for approximately 20 minutes, just like that. Good and rolled up like it is. It should burn for 20 minutes. It burning for 20 minutes is more than enough time for you to light your tinder. For you to get your tinder lit. And if it's, like I said, if it's a little damp, you shouldn't have an issue. So I highly recommend going out, buying a 2-pack of Bic lighters or a single pack, a roll of Gorilla Tape, which is my preferred one. It's the best duct tape. I keep a roll of Gorilla Tape in my bug out bag at all times, but I also still wrap my lighters because I don't want to have to use that tape to start a fire, but I have it if I need to. I want to be able to use this until this is gone, because you don't want to, that's to repair gear and stuff. You don't want to dip into it unless you absolutely have to. Instant gratification with that lighter. It lights that duct tape right up, and there are no issues. I mean, it's going to burn for 20 minutes. As you can see right here, it is still burning. I mean, it's burning good. It's not like it's a little bitty flame. That is a good size flame. I mean, here's that big lighter compared to that flame. And, I mean, like I said, that will burn for 20 minutes. I'm going to leave this burning, and we're going to get on to our next fire starter, and we'll just see how long this little thing burns. So our next fire starter, fire helper starter, is going to be Germ-X. Any type of Germ-X, for the most part, will burn. And it burns hot, and it burns up fairly quickly. You can't necessarily see the flame unless it's dark, but a little bit of Germ-X, and I'm going to put it in the top of a Coke can, on the bottom, or the bottom of a Coke can, so I just have a way to contain it. You can squirt this right on some grass and stuff and light it, and it'll work. Preferably, you have some way to hold it. So, right there, as you can see, I've got my Germ-X piled up in that. Our duct tape still burning. Got my Germ-X piled up in that. So then, all you've got to do is take your trusty Bic lighter, come over here. Well, the Bic lighter may not work. Nope. All right, that lighter's not going to work. It will work, I just don't want to tilt it and do all that. you take that. The hardest thing about Germ-X when burning it is seeing that it's actually lit. Because Germ-X burns clear. So I'm not sure if y'all can barely see that flame dancing right there. So that Germ-X is lit. That Germ-X is burning. This will burn for approximately that amount of Germ-X, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes possibly. I've never actually had to sit and watch Germ-X burn to see exactly how long it would burn. I did once watch the duct tape burn. It takes about 20 minutes. Just out of curiosity to see how long it would burn. I can tell you for a fact that this Germ-X is burning. I can see the flame just barely. I can find a little something here. We'll take this leaf, just so y'all don't think I'm kidding. I mean, I think y'all can see that flame, but there you go. Lit that leaf right on fire. See it? Lighting that leaf on fire. So, and alcohol burns extremely hot and extremely fast most of the time. But like I said, that amount of Germ-X will burn for a while. And the only issue is you can't really see it unless you get it at just the right angle. So we're going to set this back there. We're just going to let it burn. And you can see it, the Germ-X bubbling. And it's dark, you can see it. So it's just going to slowly burn. It's going to slowly burn all the alcohol out of that Germ-X. I really don't know how long that'll last. It could last 20 minutes. It could last an hour. I don't know. Maybe one of those things we have to test at some point. I'll light it and just watch it burn. Or better yet, what I'll do is I'll leave it burning. And say we lit it 3 minutes ago. So it's 11. Call that 11:35. So I started burning at 11:35. I'm going to leave it burning. And we'll see just how long that alcohol will burn for. And then you'll have a definitive answer. And I'll put it at the end of this video. I know the duct tape's going to burn for 20 minutes. It just does. Because, I mean, it's just burning. And there's still so much duct tape right in here that as it burns down, it's going to burn that first layer, then it's going to burn the second layer, then it's going to burn the third layer. That's the point of rolling it up, is that it just continues to burn each layer down until it's all gone. And it is a mess to clean up. I didn't know I'm doing this on my grill. I do have to strip this grill down to clean it today anyway. That's the reason I decided to go ahead and do this video in a controlled environment so y'all can see everything. Like I said, your alcohol is still burning. So hopefully that burns long enough to get your fire going. It normally would, because now you would have your fire going. That stuff burns so hot. If you had a can or something to put it in the top of, or a snuff can to put it in, some kind of container to put it in, or like I said, you can just squirt it on there and light it and it'll burn. The next one though, the next one is one of my favorites. I've used this one a couple of times to start fires, and that is chips. I've used Lay's chips and I've used corn chips. They all burn, and they burn fairly well. The oils and stuff in them start burning, and they burn for, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes probably before one's burned up, which is more than enough time to get a fire going. And if you're on a camping trip or something like that, you probably have chips, or you're hiking, you know, you may carry chips, or if you just want to carry chips as a fire starter, that's fine. They work, and they work really well. So we've got that corn chip laid out. We're just going to take it and light it with the lighter. And there she goes. And this whole corn chip will burn completely out. I mean, it's going to burn from one end to the other. It's a very slow burn. It's not a very strong burn. It will help you get your fire going, because obviously there's fire. One strike, you know, you've got your fire going. I do believe our alcohol is burned out though. I don't know. Hold on. No, it's still burning. Duct tape going strong since the start of the video. But here you go. See, there's your corn chip. Burning. I mean, it's faster than the duct tape. About as, kind of seems like it's going to go faster than the alcohol too. But as you can see, it burned. So not only do you have a snack, if you're carrying them with you as a snack, you've also got some fire tinder. And it works extremely well. Yeah, that's out. So that burned for, hold on. Well, about 10 minutes. So that amount of alcohol that I had on there burned for about 10 minutes. Should be more than enough time to get your fire going. Now, it is more than enough time generally to get your fire going, but it will help that. Corn chip is burning, still burning, as you can see. It's probably the better smelling of the 3 options. It smells like burnt popcorn. Duct tape is still burning. So you've got about 20 minutes with the duct tape, depending on how tight you wrap it, what it's laying on, and all of that. And then you've got 5 minutes with the alcohol. And I started that chip at about 11:50. So we'll see how long it burns and go from there. I mean, it works. Either way, any of these 3 options will get you a fire going in a camping situation, a survival situation, a bug out situation. If you have the chips, you know, you're hiking, you have the chips, you can use them. Camping chips, Germex. I do carry Germex in my bug out bag. I carry Germex in my hunting bag. I carry Germex in my fishing kit on my kayak, just because it's a good way to clean your hands. And so I always have Germex. The wipes, like the Purell wipes, they work even better because they are already, you know, they're an antibacterial wipe. You can just light them. The alcohol in them will burn and stay burning for quite a while. Probably a little better than the alcohol on top of the can. The chip went out. So the chip lasted about 5 minutes and only burned half of it. I'll light the other end. These are old chips. I don't know if a fresher chip would work better. Oh, shit. Damn, chip's hot. Hard to light. Alright, I relit it. So yeah, duct tape, 20 minutes. You can carry it on your lighter. You'll have it all the time. And I mean, I don't expect you to carry this in your pocket because the edges are going to get sticky and stuff like that. Like, this is not, I'm not going to carry one of these in my pocket every day. I have them in my kit. I have them in my bug out bags and stuff like that. So I don't have to carry one in my pocket every day. If I was going to carry a lighter in my pocket every day, I'd probably just carry a regular old flip open Zippo because I really like those lighters. But for survival situations and stuff like that, you can't beat a Bic lighter. It gets wet, you just blow it out. Remove the metal ring, blow it all out, get that flint dry. Make sure you can still hear the gas coming out of it. You'll be good to go. And you'll have your duct tape. Like I said, I carry Germex and everything too. So this bottle actually came out of the door of my truck. It's the one that kind of stays there. You never know when you need to clean your hands and don't have soap and water. The chips come out of the house, but like I said, if you're going camping or something like that, you generally have some type of chip. And the environment you burn them in depends on how long they burn. You know, if you have them setting just right or you have them flat, just laying on something, they don't burn as long. But you'll get about 20 minutes out of the duct tape, 5 minutes out of the Germex, and we are actually currently at 5 minutes on the chip. So that should be more than enough time to get your fire going in any situation. And the chip one I like a lot because I use it as a joke. I use it as a prank. Somebody will ask me to help them light a fire or to start a fire, and I'll ask them if they have any chips. And I'll take a chip out there and I'll use it to light the fire. It is funny. It is a party trick. But it's also great in a survival situation. I mean, if you have to get a fire going and you have chips, sacrifice 1 or 2 to get your fire going, and then you can eat the rest, or just hold on to them and use them as fire starter. But as you can see, that chip is almost burned all the way out. It did stop burning on this side, and I just relit it on this side. But it had already been burning for about 3 or 4 minutes before that happened, and it wasn't sitting just right. And if you had more of them stacked up, of course, they would light each other and keep each other going. One by itself is, well, I mean, it's still going to help you get a fire started. You've got about 5 or 6 minutes before it completely just burns up. And then the same with the duct tape. You've got a few minutes before it completely burns up. Oh, you got 20 minutes on the duct tape. You've got 20 minutes on duct tape. You've got 5 minutes on the chip and 5 minutes on the alcohol. So, if you can't get it done in that time, you need to practice starting a fire a whole lot better. So, that's going to do it for today, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and remember, y'all stay frosty. Alright, guys, so that's going to do us for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all stay frosty.